Good morning, dear devotees, friends. So, today we'll be discussing about the Brahman, and it says that it is the essence of everything. Now, let us begin with the Shanti mantra. Repeat after me. Om Apyayantu Mamangani Vak Prana Chakshu श्रोत्रमथ बलम इंद्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मो उपनिषदं माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु ओम शांति शांति शांति. And here, as we already, even many of you know the meaning of it, it is addressing the limbs of the body, hands, legs, and the human body. Oh, may my limbs, speech, vital force, eyes, ears, also strength and all the organs become well developed because everything is Brahman. May I not deny Brahman. May not Brahman deny me. May neither Brahman nor me deny each other. May all the virtues mentioned in Upanishad manifest in me, who am trying sincerely to practice to realize Brahman. The whole thing depends on the Brahman. That was discovered long back. So they understood there is a force which is called Brahman, and it is everywhere, all pervading. And they wanted to utilize that. Sorry. Now the question is, how the ordinary people will know? So they were going on thinking, all the rishis, they developed different type of processes to give this knowledge, very subtle knowledge, to the ordinary people. If all people are not understanding it, all of them are not getting the benefit of it, then what is the use of it? Only a handful, some, they will only know it and then that goes away. It is not like that. So they are requesting, but how we will realize Brahman? Through this body only. And what is this body? We should be strong. So physically we should be strong. Otherwise we won't be able to fight with the tremendous attraction. Our mind should be very strong. If the body physically is not strong, mind also cannot become, it becomes weak. So that's why you must be very strong physically. Swami Vivekananda, when he made this monastic organization, Ramakrishna Mission, in one of the instructions he said, each and every brahmachari, the novices, and the monks should exercise, physical exercise for 1 hour. You know, We have adjusted little and we only walk for 1 hour. That is also all right for many. But anyway, he instructed. He and all those direct disciples of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, they used to do all the physical exercise. You have come to serve, not to be served. From the beginning itself, you join and then, oh, I'm having this pain, I'm having that problem. And the organization goes on spending money on you. And what for you have come? So that is the reason one should be physically strong. But the mind should not go on that. All the time they are going on doing exercise and the muscle and the 6-pack, 8-pack, and so many packs they are going on to develop. And then goes on in that. No, it is not like that. It's only strong, that's all. So the prayer is a beautiful prayer. May my limbs, and then speech, vital force, all these, we are breathing, that's called vital forces. There are 5 vital forces. Then the eyes, the ear, and it should be strengthened. It should be strong so that I can utilize it for the service of God. So when we are coming to serve the God, so which is that God and how to serve Him, that will come afterward. Chandogya Upanishad, and we are studying the Chandogya Upanishad. It is having 8 chapters. And the last time we discussed about it. And this Chandogya Upanishad goes on giving us a lot of information about those days. So what type of animals were there, what type of people were there, countries were there. All these details we come get through Chandogya Upanishad. Most of the Upanishad, they don't bother about all that. It's called Siddhanta Vakya. Upanishad is called Siddhanta Vakya. It's a decisive statement. It will never tell you, oh, go and sit for meditation, don't tell lies, don't steal, nothing like that. That's all basic. Upanishad, those who are reading the Upanishad, it is like doing the research or and the higher studies they are doing. So the basic things are not necessary. So it goes straight. But Chandogya Upanishad, it gives that. And in the very first verse, it says, Om is the essence of everything. What is the meaning of essence? The meaning of essence is that we will come to that. So what is the essence? Omiti. Now, this is very interesting. Omiti etad aksharam. Udgita upasita. Omiti udgayati tasya upavakyanam. Now, I am going to tell you about it. Vakyanam. I am going to narrate. I am going to tell you about what? Om. See, this Om, almost in every Hindu temple and every Hindu symbol, you will find the Om. Om is very, very pure. Why? This is the symbol of Brahman. Why we need a symbol? It is the name of Brahman. Why we need a name? Without the name, without the form, we cannot think of anything. Our mind is conditioned in that way. If you give an abstract idea, we cannot think. Long back, I heard there is a very famous painter. I don't know whether still he is there or not. Hussein, so in India, he was a great painter. Now he organized a show, and Hussein's painting. So all people they went, they purchased the ticket, and they entered. They found halls after halls, 3, 4 halls. Only newspapers and different type of story and all those pages are scattered on the floor. So they were almost forced to walk on that. And on the wall, only white screen, nothing is there. No painting was there. So they went from one room to another room, another room to another room. Then after coming out, it's very difficult. They're so famous, you cannot just say something because people will say, hey, you couldn't understand. So everybody was, then slowly, and they started telling, but I didn't see anything over there. So one of the reporters, he asked Mr. Hussain, Sir, what is it? Is it a joke? So many people purchased ticket to see your painting and there was no painting. And Mr. Hussain said, why should I have to paint all the time? I gave them all this information on the newspapers and all the books, the story books. Can't they imagine and throw on that? So you have to develop your own imagination, your own idea on that canvas. So that was the idea. But anyway, most of the people couldn't appreciate it. So here also we find when the rishis, they discovered the consciousness everywhere, all pervading. And when you say the consciousness everywhere, how you will know it, how you will accept it, because we don't see. When we see an animal and if torturing the animal, it is suffering, then we can understand, oh, it is that. But when we are beating a tree, plucking forcefully the flowers or the fruits from a tree, do you feel the same way? No, because we don't see that. And we think, oh, nothing, we are not harming anything. But actually, we are harming uh, the trees. So obviously, when we see something, then only we realize this is this and this is that. So our mind is conditioned. It's called nama and rupa, name and the form. Only with this it is possible, otherwise not. Now these rishis, they discovered the Om, and then what they will do? The syllable Om is the most appropriate name of the Supreme Self. You have to give a name, otherwise, how people will remember? So, Om is the appropriate name for the Supreme Self. And this is to be chanted at the beginning and at the end of the hymn. When there are people, they are chanting the name of any god or goddesses or whatever, you should say Om. That's all. And when you are saying the most of the, and now Om became very popular because of the meditation. Mostly these teachers who were teaching meditation or yoga, physical yoga, they said say Om. And when you all together say Om, the vibration comes and people like it. Why? This is Brahman. This is Brahman, the vibration that we find when we are pronouncing the Om, it is actually the Brahman. So they like it. Some people, of course, they say, no, we belong to different religion, we don't like to. So whatever. Then they thought, okay, now no problem. You can chant whatever you want. But Om is a very pure thing. Why it is pure? Because it is all pervading. And because it is all pervasiveness, and there is no selfishness. So what is purity? Purity is nothing but unselfishness. Blessed are those who are pure in heart, for they shall see God, Jesus said. Lord Jesus, a very famous statement. Sometimes we say that we are sinner, 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 I don't know. But Lord Jesus himself said, blessed are those who are pure in heart, not physically. Whether you go and take a bath in the Jordan or Ganga or Jam Jam or whatever the pure water you think, nothing like that. So many fishes are already there in the Ganga. Are they all getting the moksha? Of course, they catch it and send it to moksha. That is the separate thing. But when this moksha means what? The bathing or wearing the dress and painting the forehead? Nothing. Unselfishness. So, what is purity? Purity is unselfishness. That's why the Jesus said, blessed are those who are pure in heart. And the moment you become unselfish, you see God. What is the difference? Why we can't see God? Because we are selfish. For everything, we first think ourselves and think about others. So this is because of the selfishness, we are separate from God and we think we are clever. No, we suffer actually because of that. So they are teaching that Omkara, you must repeat the Omkara. In Mundaka Upanishad also, it says, Om iti evam dhyayatha atmanam. Om iti evam. You must meditate on the Atman. How? On the Om. If you are meditating on Om, you are meditating on your Atman, on Brahman. So, Om iti evam dhyayata. Dhyayata means meditate. Meditate means concentrate. How? On the Omkara. So, when you are thinking the Omkara, meditating on the Omkara, forgetting your body, forgetting your mind, forgetting your presence, only Omkara is there. That is a great joy. If you practice, you will understand. So when you are meditating only on the Omkara, but don't meditate on the top of the head or in between the two eyebrows. No. Only in the heart. That is a good, because when you are concentrating, all the blood is going over there, rushing over there. If you are concentrating on the head without practice, then it may damage your brain cells. The one gentleman I met, he spent some 2,500 or $5,000 to learn meditation. And a Guruji came from India and within 15 or 20 days taught him meditation. Result, he can't sleep now. He has lost his sleep. Whole night he is awake. So his brother brought him. He told, now it is a problem for us. He meditated, spending so much of money, and now he can't sleep. Why? I told, where you practice meditation? On the top of the head. That is the problem. So one should not. So when you are meditating, it is very serious. It's not just funny thing. Oh, just closing the eyes. And in our schools, in Purulia and Narottam Nagar, and also in Andaman, I used to ask the boys to meditate. They'll be always meditating. I told, put the hand like this and meditate. And they are meditating from the corner of the eye. They are seeing what others are doing. And then sometimes they will also poke them and immediately, hey, little go on. So like that, their meditation is very enjoyable meditation. But meditation means you have to forget your own body first. So, Om iti evam dhyayatha. You have to meditate on Om. What is that dhya? Meditation. When you go to sleep, what happens? You first forget your body, isn't it? If you are remembering your body, you are not sleeping. Oh, my knee is paining. Whole night you are meditating on knee. So you are not sleeping. Next day morning, again, doctor and all that. Now, if you don't forget your body, then you are not meditating. So you have to first forget your body. Second, you have to forget the mind also. What the mind does? Different type of thoughts, different type of flow of thoughts comes. If it is there, oh, I am meditating, that is good, but have I closed the what's called gas oven? So let me go and check. Or phone also. Why these people are not calling me? I'm so such a long time I'm meditating and no single call. So you are constantly thinking in that way, and then afterwards you call your friends and said, I meditated for 2 hours. It is okay, but boasting and that way, but it is not meditation. Meditation means you have to forget your body first. Then you have to forget your mind, as in sleep. When you forget your body, what happens? You go to dreams land and you see the dream. And when you are dreaming, that is also mind is active. Then the third stage comes. That's called Tritya Avastha. What is that third stage? You don't see any dream also. Your body is absent, your mind is absent, but you are there. How? Because the Atman, the consciousness. See, the Vedanta will never ask you to believe. It will ask you to judge, understand, then accept. No believe. Oh, this is this, you must believe. Nothing like that. Avastha Traya. Avastha means Jagrat, awakened stage, Swapna, that dream stage, and Susupti, dreamless sleep condition. What happens? Body is not there, mind is not there, but you are there. Who is that you? Without body, without mind? Consciousness. And when you come back next day morning, you say, oh, I'm fresh like a flower today. I'm so happy. One of our Swami used to say, I'm fresh like a flower. And then sometimes he'll say, I'm dead like a dodo. So something he's at that type of. So like that, he used to say that. And fresh like a flower means you are so happy. Why? Because you forget your body, you forgot your mind. That means in meditation, if you are forgetting your body, forgetting your mind, where you will go? In the source of happiness, in the source of joy. Every day, night we go. But ignorantly, we do not know. So when we come back, we become same old person. But knowingly when we go, we become Buddha. We become Christ. We become Chaitanya. We become Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. Knowingly if you can go out of your body and mind. That much. But how? So they are giving, well, now you can meditate on Om. And this Omkara they are teaching, at that time, there was no so many gods and goddesses in Hinduism. Much afterwards, even the Om also could not satisfy the people. Then they started imagining different type of gods and goddesses. So you will find in the Hindu gods and goddesses, same God, different type of color, different type of many hands, or sometimes no hand. And I jokingly say, in eastern part of India, Kartikeya, who is the Subramaniam in South India, the Subramaniam is having two wives. And same person in Kartikeya, bachelor. No problem for us. Because we know we are this imagination. Those people, they thought Lakshmi and Saraswati should be the success and the wealth, so no problem. And we thought, no, the bachelor. So like that. So this is the way we always, so Hindu gods and goddesses only to help us. But it's all beginning, very, very beginning. And you have to, afterwards, from that you have to lift your mind, go to that stage where you can imagine, oh, and then finally, you see only yourself. Everywhere. In the Upanishad, Mundaka Upanishad, it says like this. And in the Bhagavad Gita, 8th chapter, 13 verse, also says, Om iti eka aksharam brahma. Akshara. Akshara means a letter. Only one, Om. Iti Brahma. Shabda Brahma. With the sound Brahma. The Brahman all pervading. But as because we cannot understand that, we take the help of Om. See, Bhagavad Gita, it is also supporting. Why I am quoting? Because if you say from one Upanishad, which has been mentioned by one Rishi, no. Almost all the Rishis in different time, in different places, they said the same truth. If you say that, I have realized God, then people will ask you how you realized God and what is your experience about God. And you say that I practiced in such and such way. Anyone, anywhere, practicing that same method must realize God. But some of the religion, they say no. This is the only person who has realized Brahman, I realized God, or these or that, whatever name they give. And no one else can have it. Wrong thing. It cannot be. It cannot be. Only that person can have that type of experience, but not you. Why not? If I practice in the same way, why not? That's why Hinduism, they always say, you should realize God. Why should you come through me? When some people used to come to Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna and request them, so can you please pray for me? So why should I pray? Can't you talk to the God? You go and ask God whatever you like to say. Why should I have to be in between? The Purohita that came, then that sometimes we say that somebody should do it for me. Why? God and me are direct. I will go and talk to God in whatever language I know. And that way only I will do. Sometimes some people, they used to go and talk to the God as a friend. And Swami Vivekananda used to call sometimes to Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna as Dost. Dost means is a Urdu word like friend. His guru. But he loved him so much, he used to say Dost. The Dost, we will do this, we should do that. That's so much of love for God. There is no formalities. Why? I love you. I know you. Suppose the President of America, his grandchildren, they will come and they will go and jump on him and then sitting on his lap and asking this, asking that. No problem, because it is mine grandfather. But we cannot do that. Why? That relation is not there. So we have to develop a relation. How it is possible? Through Om you can go. You can go through different gods and goddesses, of course, as because it is the Upanishad, it says through Omkar you can do. Om iti eka aksharam brahma vyaharan. You have to pronounce it properly. A, U, Ma. Or Swami Vivekananda's book, if you read Raja Yoga, you will find how you should pronounce the Omkara. The Omkara or should start from your navel and then it should roll upward and it come to the throat. Ooh. And the Ma, it is going out. And when the Ma is going out, the sound, both the lips are closed and your inside there is a vibration. Om, like that. So this is a way they do. So when you are doing that with faith, with love, and you get that wonderful conception of joy from this. So it says, pronouncing, who give up the body, that's soul surely goes to the highest place, means gets liberation. At the time of death, if one can pronounce Omkara, then he will go to the liberation, Omkara. So there are many Swamis. They don't have any other thing but Omkara. All through the life they are going on, meditating on Omkara, practicing Omkara. And Swami Vivekananda himself saw. And in those days, it was very, very, and the Uttar Kashi, that was a place in the northern part of India. And now it is so many populations are there. But in those days, a secluded place. And suddenly he noticed that a tiger taking away a monk and hanging from his mouth, from his jaw, the Swami is saying, Om, Om, Om. Not afraid at all. So that is the practice. And this is called hero. They never afraid of death. And Sri Shankaracharya, he thinks Om is like the image of Brahman. Shankaracharya himself also said, it is the image of Brahman. Because if there is an image, it becomes easy. Why the Hindus, they worship images? Because it becomes easy for me to concentrate. We have seen some ladies, are very devoted, very emotional, bringing their baby Krishna made of metal, and they will be hanging like this. And now the problem when they are coming out, the police is telling, and you have to put that into that machine. So we like to see, and she won't give. She told, I will also go through the machine because I don't like to give my Gopala separately. So there is a great commotion. Then the police don't understand what to do, how to handle. And she told, how can I give my child? And where is your child? This is my child. And then anyway, they solved it. And by that process, we lost 40 minutes. But anyway, somehow they solved it. And we were waiting at the back. Then what is going on? Then the Gopala, her son, is a metal small thing. But she is not going to give it to the police. And she told them anyway. So this is a love for God. This is a love for God. And this love is so much so, they always think that God is there. I have to take care of God. God is the creator. He is taking care of the whole universe. But the mother's heart thinking, I have to take care of the little baby. So that is the way they always think. Shankaracharya said, Om is like the image of Brahman. Those who don't like those images, for them, Omkara is the image of God. You can concentrate on Om. In Brahma Sutra, you know that in Hinduism, the three very famous scripture is there. One is Upanishad, another is Bhagavad Gita, third is the Brahma Sutra. As a Hindu, you must remember it, if you are like to. This three called Prasthana Traya. Traya means three. Prasthana means exit. And all this circle is going on. Birth and death, this circle is going on. If you like to go beyond that circle, if you are happy, enjoying, continue, no problem. When the suffering will come, think about that. Now, otherwise you enjoy. No problem. Only those who have understood, there is the all folly, we don't want it. So then you have to stay back and say, enough. And you have to take this exit. This three exit is there. One, Bhagavad Gita, another Upanishad, and the Brahma Sutra. So, Prasthana Traya, a great three books of Hinduism. The Brahma Sutra, it is mentioned that those who practice meditation on Om get Kromo Mukti. Hinduism is not having any creator. So they are all researching. What is Kromo Mukti? Now, little. Previously, when we were young and we were children, we were very fond of sweets. So, afterwards, slowly, when we became aged, one day doctor told, sir, you have to stop taking sweets. And gone. So, Kromo Mukti. In the beginning, I was so fond of sweet. Now, there is no. The one grandchild came to running to the grandfather. Grandpa, do you take sweets, candy? Oh, no, beta, no, I cannot take now. Keep it. After playing, I will come and take it back from you. Because he was assured that this man is not going to eat it. That's because he's an old man and having the diabetes, so he won't eat it. So he was assured. So he went to play. Afterwards, he will collect it. Now, this goes on like that. Our desire is just like that. After so many things, repetition, and the grand age, we understand, oh, this is all folly. But did you notice? It goes on repeating. When we were in the teenage, we become rebel, and then all the time arguing with the mother, sometimes with the father, not listening to and we used to think the father doesn't understand, he's an old man and all that. Now, same person when they grow up, his children will also behave the same way. So what is life? Nothing but repetition. Now, if we understand these, then you say, enough. So many times we have done it. And there is a very risk, If by mistake you do something wrong, then you have to go back to the life of animals. Maybe reptiles, God forbid. But these happen. According to the karma phala, you will be taking birth in those bodies also. Why to take the risk? When we have got this human body, when we have got the interest in understanding the God and the Brahman, why not take this chance? ये मौका नहीं छोड़ना चाहिए इन हिंदी में they say. And they say, this opportunity you should not leave. Take this opportunity and go beyond it. How to? Just imagine there is nothing but Omkar. And everything that you are doing, you are thinking that this is the Brahman. I don't need. If somebody is having joy over there, feel joy with him. Because that is also me in different form. And somebody is criticizing you, look at their face when they are criticizing, abusing. Oh, this is me, as if a mirror. I'm standing here, and my image, they are criticizing me. Just bear it. You will get the peace, not the person who is doing it. This is the way we have to understand, and it needs strong mind. That's why in the beginning itself, we prayed for the strong mind and body. Because it need a very strong mind, otherwise you won't be able to do it. You won't be able to do it. So somebody is criticizing you. When Swami Vivekananda was here, the only 29 years young man, he came all alone without knowing anything about America. India, they knew, they were having the knowledge of the Europe, because the Britishers were there ruling, and the Germans were there, Dutches were there, French were there, not American. There was only one American person in the whole India, Colonel Olcott. And Swamiji went to him and said, will you please give a guidance? How is this country? And he said, if you convert yourself into my faith, then only I will say, otherwise no. Why should I? But anyway, Swami Vivekananda came all alone over here, and he fought and fought for his own country, never for his own guru or anything. He went on talking about the Indian culture, Indian language, Indian women, Indian religion. You will read all these lectures, all about India, India, India. And Indians were writing anonymous later, criticizing him. And when his friends told Swamiji, why you are not replying back? He told, and this is the strong mind. He said, look, either you have to appreciate me or you can criticize me, but you cannot ignore me. Look at my personality. You cannot ignore me. He just took it as in that way, as a support. Nothing is there for. And that is called the strong mind. Once it entered into my head that somebody criticized me, I didn't hear directly. Someone told to somebody, and that somebody, and that somebody. After 3-4 hands it came to mine, and he criticized. I cannot forgive. And moment we see, oh, this is the person who criticized me. Why? Let him criticize. I know who am I. Why should I have to be afraid? So this is the way you have to practice. And Brahma Sutra says, if you are practicing Omkara, you will get Krama Mukti. That means from here you will go to heaven, from heaven to Brahmaloka, and from Brahmaloka to the liberation. So the ultimate, the highest loka, the place is called Brahmaloka. That Brahma, his place. Now, what is this loka? The psychology. You people have come over here and listening to the Vedantic talk. But there will be some people, they don't like this. They'll go to some other temple or other churches or other mosque or other synagogue. They will be according to the mental condition. So they will enjoy those things. No problem. So after the death, where do you like to go? According to your choices, according to your mental wave. So you will go to that place. But this is the way one understands the loka. And this is called the loka. Then sometimes the Indian parents, when they come over here, in the first week or second weeks, they are very enthusiastic. Swamiji, we have come to America and reason. After 2 weeks, they find There is no one around to talk. And their children, they early morning they are going out to the office and they are coming back from the office, they're tired. Again, they are opening their laptop and doing something. What these old people will do? Only they have to wait up to Saturday and they will take them out somewhere, that much. But in India, you have so many friends and relatives and all around people, constantly something is going on. So you're always entertained and excited. Here, what they will do, so they don't like to stay in America. America only for those who are working. But the retired people, America is very difficult. So they like to go back to India, and retired life is good life. So here it says, slowly, slowly you will go to liberation. So first you come, you see, you enjoy, then you realize, oh, this is not the place for me. I leave it and go somewhere where I like it, according to my choices. Again, Shetashvatara Upanishad, there are many Upanishads, but Shankaracharya, he only gave importance on the 11 Upanishads. So we only read that 11 Upanishads. Shetashvatara is one of that. It says that Omkara is a Brahma Dupa. What is the Dupa? Dupa means boat. The Brahma Dupa, it is the boat that will carry you to the other shore. So this how we have to practice Brahma. In the second mantra of the first chapter of this Chandaka Upanishad, it gives a list of rasa. Rasa means essence. And according to Shankara, rasa, essence means it is the source, it is the support, and it is ultimate destruction, goes back to that. So, is the and it goes on this way. Isham Bhutanam Prithvi Rasaha. Of all the beings, earth is the essence. All the beings that we see, earth is the essence. Earth means this. Why? Because this is the support. And here only we take birth, here only we survive, and here only we die. So this is, Prithvi is the rasa. And the word that they have used is the main essence. Prithibhya apurasaha. And for the Prithvi, it is the water. If there is no water, we will go to moon then. If there is no water in the over here, who will live in that place? No one will live there. So the rasa of this Prithvi, of this earth, is the water. Then apama ausadhaya rasaha. What is the apama? Apa means water. And what is the essence of that? Aushadaya. All these trees and herbs and plants. That is the essence of. If there is no plants in the desert, no one will go to survive over there. No one going to stay there. So that is the, in America, they know how to sell things. One day, one of my devotees took me to a place and we spent a lot of money. We drove from here in a very costly hotel, we stayed there, and then we went to see what? The Devil's football ground. They are playing over there. And then, then we went, we saw a vast dry land, here and there, some round shaped stones are there, all through, as far as you go, the same thing. The devils are playing with those. See, even hundreds of people are only going to see the devil's playground. And that is called marketing. And we don't know how to market. The very good places are there, but we don't know how to market it, how to say it. Devil's playground. All people will go to devil's playground. And there is a city called Sin City. All people secretly they will go to see the Sin City. What is that sin? Nothing. They're only playing cards and something like that. Nothing. But sin, it has some secretly at there. So all they will go. And that was a desert. They have converted it to the beautiful city, Sin City. So like that in China also, forbidden place. There is a there in China. Any traveler going over there, the first thing they will say to their guide, I like to go to forbidden place. Well, we'll take them. And what is the forbidden place? The ancient kings used to live over there, and no one was allowed to go to the king. So it is a forbidden place. So you should know how to market it. If you say something negative, people take it very nicely and very attractive way. So this is all marketing that they do. And about the marketing, there is a very funny story, And one person was criticizing God, saying God is always take them to heaven who offers food to God and good sweets and all that. Then God told, no, I don't do that. According to their karma, they come. And why do you all the time write against me? Come and visit. So the reporter went over there to see, and he found that there is a big table and beautiful different type of dishes. Food is ready, and all people are sitting both side of the table. But only peculiarity, they were having a long handle spoon, and handle was tied on the whole hand. Now the bell goes, and they wanted to eat, but they can't fold the hand. So they are taking the food and can't eat, and they are hungry. They started throwing the food everywhere. And that place became really hell. And he said, where is the heaven? God told, the next room. And in the next room, when he went, the same scene. Both sides, people are sitting, same food, and same way the long handle spoon was tied in the hands. But they were eating nicely and chit-chatting. How? They were helping to other person. This side person was taking the food and putting in the mouth of another one. And that person was taking the food and putting the mouth of other one. Parashparam bhavayanta sriya param abhapsata. What is heaven? When we help each other. That's all. And what is hell? When we don't trust each other. That is the hell. There is no hell or heaven, only this much. Long back in Andaman, one young lady from the church, she came out and then found me. In Andaman, very few people. The whole Andaman, and only 1 lakh people at the time, 90s. She found me and gave me a book. Sir, read it. And why? I saw that book from the church. I thought, you will get peace. And look at me. I just finished my breakfast and looking at the sea and enjoying. I am great peace. I don't need to read this book. Then she said, you will go to heaven. I said, ma'am, are you sure? The heaven is having the electricity or the running water. Have you visited heaven? Then she got confused. And you don't sell this way. You first go to heaven. Visit that place. Then come back and call us. We will go. I am also trying to go to such place. If I go first reach over there, I will inform you. So somehow confused they left. So anyway, we are all the time doing like this and we do not know exactly what we want. We have to understand who is the essence of what. The Oshadaya, this is the rasa of the Purusho. The human being, they are supported by these plants. And Purushasya Bhagarasaha, then Bhag Rigarasaha, Richa Samarasaha, Samna Udgitarasaha. So, of all the human organs, speech is the most important. Speech is the most important. Remember Swami Vivekananda. He got only 5 minutes to speak. And he stood over there. It is not imaginative story. It is a history. Still that house is there. If you go and visit, and you must visit, every Indian should go, because from there the whole thing changed. And that is in the Art Institute. And now the hall is called as Fullerton Hall. And if you go, still that platform is there, that wooden platform. There he stood, and from there he spoke, and the whole India completely rejuvenated. So that is the power of the speech. So we should know, and that's why they say, Purushasya Bhaga Rika Rasaha. Then Rik mantra are the concise and meaningful. Very small, small. Rik means small. And then again, the Sama mantra are more beneficial and forceful. Udgita is the best because it is Om. What is the Udgita? It is Om. As if to insist on the idea, the third mantra, it says, Sa Esa Rasanam Rasatama Param. With the word only using rasa. Rasa means the taste. But here the rasa means the essence. And what is the essence, ultimate essence? Omkar. And that is the param. Param means the highest. The Omkara is the highest. Om, which is also manifested here as the Udgita. They have given a name. Why Udgita? The beginning, a few people, they researched and they found all pervasive consciousness. Now, how to teach it to the others? Then they developed that yajna. Yajna means light a fire and then pour the ghee and other oblation. All people, they will give so many things. They pour the rice, they pour the fruits, and thinking that it will go to the God, to the heaven. Thinking in that way. So they developed that. Even then, people were not satisfied and they were not understanding. So they said, Uddagita, the first person who is sitting in the front of the fire and the high priest. So that people understood. So high priest is that. Then said it is Omkara. So slowly from the gross to the subtle. When you go to the school, they teach us mathematics by saying, see, this is this one, this is two, and then one and one, two, like that we learn. Then it becomes so easy for us. And we don't need that. And now the machine is there. You just say and everything is done. So by that way, slowly it manifests. And actually, Brahman, which is all pervading consciousness, is indicated by the Om. The Om is said in this way in the 10th mantra, and we conclude in that Tena Ubho Kuruto Yacha Etat Evam Veda Yascha Veda. By that way, if you do it, whether you know it or not, understand or not, you are doing through the Omkara only. Why? Because except Omkara, there is nothing. Except the consciousness, there is nothing. If there is no consciousness, then it is dead. Who will go to that dead? Sometimes when you are driving through this, you will find a huge land. All the dead people are lying. The beautiful tombs are made and engraved their names and all. How many people going to get their company? Only sometimes their relatives, they are coming and putting some flower, remembering them, that's all. We don't go to them for the company. Why? This is not conscious. And if they were conscious, then they used to come to us, we used to go together, meeting here, meeting there. So why we appreciate? Because of the consciousness. We never appreciate the dead. So we have to understand that the consciousness is the main thing. And that consciousness, if you understand properly, learn properly, utilize properly, you get the peace, the happiness, eternal.